So you can see this. This is an Amazon SageMaker. Why do we use this SageMaker? Same thing, just like in Google Colab, we were running the code, right? Data analysis, machine learning code. We were running on the Jupyter notebook, right? Similar thing is happen here. Okay, you can create a notebook here. How you can create that? See, this notebook is used for what? To write your ML code, machine learning code, data analysis code. If you remember in a Google Colab, I have shown you running code, right? Similar thing, you can do it here also. And how you can do it? Let's start. Just click on this SageMaker Studio. It is asking you to means it's asking you to just give a name. You can give any name. Let me give a instead of this ID, I'm giving you IoT intern. Okay, yeah. Choose IAM role. IAM role you need to define it in order to access this service. So there are already some IAM roles are there. If it is while when you will access this, if you do not get, just click on this create role and you can create it. But how creating is not a difficult part. You just click on this create role. They will give you a option to create an IAM role. Create it. But as already this IAM role is created, so I'm selecting this one. But for you, when you use freshly this AWS account, obviously you won't get this option. Then you have to select this create new role, and once you click on this create new role, you just give the name of that Amazon SageMaker Access, and then click next. So you will get that. You just try it. In case suppose if you are unable to do it, you can just ask me in the next class. So I'm just selecting the existing execution role, and I will click on the submit. So here they have said like for creating the SageMaker Studio, you need to select the virtual private cloud in which network you want to deploy it and which subnet are available. So this subnet was already created. If you are if you will going to do freshly, they will going to give you option also. In case if you are unable to find out this subnet, you can directly click on the create subnet and you can create it. As this subnet is already created. Subnet means what? I told you, right? Dividing the network into several subnetwork means you can think it like dividing a task into several subtasks. Okay, so this subnet is what? Dividing a network into subnetwork. Now for example, in you might be having a cable service in the city, right? So cable service is how it works. Suppose in the city, if we have a 10 10 location, 10 society, one society will be act as a one subnet. In society we have a 50 houses. Okay, you will connect it into the one network. Then another society which is act as a subnet, in that you have a 30 houses. So you will combine all the network together, so it will create a subnet. Subnet is nothing but dividing a network into subnetwork. I repeat once again, subnet means dividing a network into several small networks. So you click on this save and continue. Okay, once you click on this you can see it, the SageMaker will going to be created. Once it is created, okay. Now about the notebook, right? How you can create the notebook. As you can see, it is here. It is showing pending. Why it is showing pending? Because notebook creation will take some time. Now, if you want to create a new notebook, click on this notebook instance. Notebook instance means what we were doing machine learning, right? Google Colab. Same thing you can create it here. Click on this create notebook instance. Give the name here. Okay. You have to give the notebook instance name here. Then instance type. Instance type means what kind of processor you want. I want a medium configuration notebook. See, notebook, why we are providing a configuration to it, because when you run a high data code, okay, when you run machine learning code, artificial intelligence code that are completely based on AI, right? That will need a lot of memory and processing. It can't work on a normal system configuration. So you need to give, or you need to assign some better configuration. So that's why we are selecting this notebook instance. These are nothing but the memory, this your processing power. What kind of processing power you want to give it, and each selection of processing power will have a certain configuration. Like suppose medium will have a 4 GB 2 CPU. If you go for large, it will have a 64 GB RAM, and suppose certain amount of CPU. So like this it will going to change once you click on this. Okay, and just click on this create notebook instance. When you click on this create notebook instance, your notebook will get create. I will not going to create it now because I have already have a many notebook. If I create, uh, then it's of no use. But I'm telling you, like, it's very simple. Give the name here, any name you want to give. For example, COVID-19 data analysis project. This will be your instance name. Then based on the notebook instance type, you select it whatever you want, and based on that you can have to just click on this create notebook instance. Once you click on this instance, your instance will be created, and then you can run your machine learning code or notebook collab. I have whatever code I've shown you, like whether it is about spelling check, whether it is about that number guessing system, or COVID-19 data analysis project. So spam ham project, right? I have explained you spam ham project. So like this, you can run any project on this notebook, okay, without taking care of the memory and processing power. So this is the beauty of this cloud, right? I've shown you in the AWS how you can run, how you can do storage, how you can create a notebook. Similarly, other services are also same. There is no difference in that. Name might be difference or interface. The appearance will be difference, but the services are same. Their working are same. Hope it is understood, right? Is it clear to you? If you want, you can create an account in the AWS and you can try it also that thing. Don't worry about it. It won't going to charge you anything unless 1 month. After 1 month, they will send the billing, so you can reply to them. I don't want to access, and you can. And one more thing, once your work is done, you can immediately delete the instances, whatever instances you created. Okay, when you work in a company, at that time, instances creation will be of will won't impact you because company is paying. But when you are working on your local system, then just delete it. Now I will going to show you how you can delete the notebook instance, as I already created this notebook instances. They will going to charge me. So charge in the sense, so how I will delete that. So that's why I'm looking into this. So you can go to the document also, just like in GCP we are going to the document. Same thing, you can go to the document for this, and you can delete this. Okay. So once your the work is done, you can immediately delete that. Don't keep it, otherwise it will going to charge you. Now see how I'm deleting it. I click on this delete studio, and it's asking me to delete. So I'm deleting it. So see, I have deleted that. Now it is of no use. So you can delete it also. It's very simple. It will take some time in order to delete it because notebook instance creation take means time internally. So while deletion also it takes some time. Okay. Similarly, let me explore you some more services on the cloud. Simply click on this AWS symbol or this AWS name. You can see several services here. So I hope you can play with that also, and if you want, you can directly click on this service, and this much of services is possible. You can see you can cost management you can do, machine learning tasks you can do here, IoT and compute engine, whatever we have seen in GCP compute engine, right? Here also the same thing with the name compute. Uh, we have seen container in that GCP. Here also we have, right? Similarly, you can do robotics also in AWS, and you can do machine learning tasks, satellite. So lot of services are there. Storage, right? Database, DynamoDB database, Amazon Redshift. These are the database that you were doing here, right? So like this, you can work on various services on this AWS cloud.